Hello, friends and family. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of the Adventures of the Great Banana. So, last week we started with our epic trip up the Sardinian eastern coast of Sardinia, and now we're continuing that journey up to Oblia and into the La Maddalena National Park. So, we've got lots of new content for you. We hope you enjoy.
Retirement, the final chapter. These are the adventures of the Great Banana. Its one-year mission: to explore strange new foods, to seek out new pastas, and new ways to screw things up. To boldly go where no banana has gone before.
So this is how our trip has looked like so far. Okay, so we are on our way to Olbia, but the marina that we're going to be staying at is called Marina di Golfo Aranci. And last night it was pretty good. It was a well-protected bay. I did screw up the circle again a little bit, so an alarm went off at like 6 in the morning, but nothing to worry about, nothing bad. Yeah, we're gonna head in the marina for I think a couple nights. It's pretty expensive. It's like €100 a night. But we're gonna fill up on water, and I'm gonna wash the boat and things like that. Then we're gonna probably rent a car, do some grocery shopping, and wait for some other boaters to catch up to us. And then we're probably gonna look around this amazing area. It's filled with anchorages and blue bays and things like that. So I'll bring you along. Whew, it's smoking hot. Anyways, we have finally arrived to Olbia, or it's actually a town next to Olbia called Aranci. Olbia is just way too expensive. Even here it was like €100 a night, so we're only staying for 2 nights. The boat is behind there, so you can see our mast. And we just came for coffee, and I just checked in, so I had to give them all my documents, my insurance, passport, stuff like that, and I paid up front. And we rented a car for €50, pretty expensive for one day, but what are you gonna do? And so tomorrow we're gonna head into Olbia, and we gotta do some provisioning and things like that, but Olbia is supposed to be a nice town as well. So we'll see you there. Found this beautiful little beach bar. Take you guys for a spin around.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Ciao, nice meeting you. Really friendly people too. Bye. Ciao. Mommy's having a glass of wine, and the girl is swimming. We rented a car for one day, so we are going to see how much we can fit in one day. We got the car for about 10:30, and we are en route now. We should be there around 12:30, 1 o'clock, and then we're gonna go see Alghero, and then on the way back we've got a restaurant reservation at a place called Don Carlos. Anyways, we'll take you along. See you. Here we are in Grotta Netune, which is close to Alghero, and we drove all the way from the east coast of Sardinia to the west coast of Sardinia. And Grotta's supposed to be pretty nice. We just got great news that dogs are allowed in the tour, so we're just gonna head in there now. Oh, this is not gonna be fun coming up. 654 steps. And people are just out of breath coming up. Wow, look at this entrance to the grotto. Very cool. Wow. Misty, you want to go swimming? I don't think this is allowed. So my apologies for all that cave footage. For those of you who weren't into caves, I hope you fast forwarded, but I just didn't want to miss out on any of the footage because we thought it was amazing. We really enjoyed it. But now we have the long hike back up, 654 stairs, and not gonna lie, it was a tough climb. We had to take breaks here and there, but it was tough. And we found this nice little beachside cafe on our way back from the grotto, so we decided to stop for a coffee. All right, next stop was the historic port town of Alghero on the northwest side of Sardinia. And it was a really pretty town. The streets were quite calm, and overall really nice walking city, tons of shops, cool little restaurants. And the vibe just felt really different than some of the other smaller cities in Sardinia. It reminded me more of Sicily. Oh wow, this is a really cool church. I love these guides that are here and all them different monuments. Every city should have this. Okay, time's a ticking. So after spending a few hours in Alghero, we had to hop back into the car and head towards Olbia, where we had dinner reservations set for a steakhouse called Don Carlos. We were on our way to the restaurant in Olbia, and we see this really odd looking church just off the highway, and it looks like some sort of ruin. So I decided, okay, I gotta stop and take a look at this thing because it's just really weird. Using a mix of, I guess this looks like black basalt. Oh, it's closed. Holy. Looks like it should be in some sort of movie. Ooh, that's creepy looking. So I looked it up, and I think I found it, but it's sort of some sort of mausoleum, which explains the creepiness. Built back by the Pisans when they occupied the area. And I think it goes back quite a ways to like 12th, 13th century. Okay, so we made it to Don Carlos. It's a nice steakhouse. We didn't have any food for the dog, so we asked if we could order a steak for the dog. So she gets her own steak this time. Anyways, we're gonna sit down for dinner. We had a very nice glass of wine, and I'll check back with you when the food's out. Okay, so we have the Wagyu picanha and the Wagyu flap steak, they call it, with some sides. And Misty gets her own rare steak. Jeez, this is ridiculous. So well, I gotta make a video note because I'll forget. But what a great time at this restaurant. The food was delicious. The service was amazing. Like I'm talking about, we ordered wine by the glass, but when we were low, they just kept filling it up and they just charged us for the glass. The people were friendly. The food came out really fast. The service was fast. Misty steak came out no problem. They cooked it exactly to the doneness that we wanted, and Alicia got to try Wagyu for the first time as well. So overall, great restaurant, really good experience. We're bushed, really tired, and now we're gonna head back to the boat. Good morning, everyone. We are here in still in Golfo Aranci, but we left our marina spot over there because it really wasn't providing us too much. It was just a dock and no garbage services or anything like that, and we're paying 100 euros a night. So we decided to try our hand at anchoring, and we did it on a night that was supposed to be gusting to like 25. So this was our very first night where we spent it by ourselves, and it actually was okay. It turned out. Yeah, the winds right now are about 25. There are a lot of other boats coming to seek shelter. Like there's a big yacht there. The weather's not very good for traveling today. It's supposed to die down in the evening. But yeah, our first night, it was a little nerve-wracking. I actually slept, on the couch, and just in case. So, but tonight's supposed to die down, and then tomorrow hopefully we'll be good to go to start traveling more north towards the Madeleine Islands. So good morning. Well, we had a wonderful night last night, slept perfectly, anchor alarm didn't go off, the winds died down, it was great. Except this morning we got woken up by the Coast Guard telling us to get out of the bay because they're having the World Swimming Competition right here, which is kind of cool. But we have to go. It's not too late actually. It's like 9:30, so we should be getting going anyways. Okay, by the end of the summer, Alicia's gonna have rock hard biceps. That's a really cool setup. I wonder how he got his sail out that far. What a beautiful morning in Cala Liscia, or Liscia, something like that. And there is a little village called Porto Rotondo. This is the most fish we've had at anchor. It's crazy. She's not even watching the fish. She's just wondering, why is Mommy giving all the fish my food? Okay, check out this new and improved Elysium. We have bug nets, magnetic bug nets, and Misty's learned to go through them. They keep out the flies and the mosquitoes, part of our mosquito defense strategy. And look how beautiful this bay is. And those amazing houses. I mean, look at that. So this was a well-deserved moment because we had like 25, 27 knot winds today coming here against us, and it made parking a little tricky. Plus, we had an issue with the bridle again. It got loose. It went underneath the chain. So I had to go out with the dinghy, and anyways, long story, we had to reset the bridle and reset the chain. So everything looks good now, but it should be a beautiful night. It's down to 0 wind, and there's absolutely no swell. Anyone calling it Uber dinghy?
Yes, Uber dinghy. Misty, you have to wait. That's the Uber dinghy that arrives.
Good, Misty.
And this is where we're staying tonight. Our boat is the one at the back. Me and Misty are at the beach. She loves it because there is a little bit of sand dunes everywhere. And it's absolutely beautiful. Look at that water. Look how cool it is.
Look who came to visit. It's Noto with Susan and Ralph. So the two dogs had a great reunion together, and they also have this stand-up paddleboard. And Alicia wanted to try it with Misty, and who knew? Misty's a natural. She took quite well to the board and really enjoyed it. So now we're thinking of getting one as well. So check out our neighbors. We learned that this is Dolce Gabbana's boat, and it's worth something like 40 million. He was out on his dinghy, which is as big as our boat, and there's another really nice yacht too. Okay, look who all made it. So we have Joe and Celine here. We have Keep Cool with Emma and Matt and the three girls. And we have Apsara here with Babette, Denny, Fof, and Valon. So it's really nice to have all our friends together on this nice bay. Okay, this is a project that I've been meaning to get to for a bit, but we've never had the right equipment. So here's my friend Joe.
Hi.
And he has what's called a hot knife.
Hot knife.
And this will melt the rope as we cut it. And we basically got a bridle, which goes on, hooks onto the chain to take the weight off of the chain and onto these ropes that hook onto the boat. And anyways, the one that they gave us was too long. Much too long. So we are shortening it, and then we will reattach it to the boat.
Of the bridle.
Yeah, looks good. Job well done, Joe. So while we were fixing the boat, the girls decided to go to Porto, Cervo. And actually, Ralph was kind enough to take them across. It's just around the bay, so it was about a half an hour dinghy ride. And they enjoyed their time there. Supposedly it was very beautiful. Alicia will explain more.
Okay, we're in a famous Porto Cervo, which is the second and most expensive marina in the world. And we got lucky, we got it right with Rye.
Okay, we're here having dinner with our friends Joe and Celine, and it just so happens that we have a wonderful view of our boat. Well, we wanted it that way because we were pretty nervous about the boat floating away after the last time. But there's our boat right there. And Joe's boat's beside us. Joe's boat's right there.
Oh my gosh, that's impressive. Shoot preparations, look at it.
Otherwise it's very hot. I don't want to break. Okay, perfecto.
Perfecto.
Okay, so this might sound all fun and games, but it wasn't. When the bill came, we realized that they charged by the weight for the fish, and it turns out that this nice fancy fish was 50 euros. So we felt pretty bad about that because we split the bill, and but we incessantly make fun of Alicia for that.
This is for TV.
She's not allowed to order fish by the weight anymore.
Look how nicely he
They
places
keep
it.
warm this kid.
Look at that.
And the next day was a beach day. We had all the kids and friends together on our nice little private beach cove with some snacks, and we played some baseball. So all in all, it was a really fun day. It's a beautiful night, lots of boats in the bay, but the party's here. Hope. What a wonderful week we have had sailing up the east coast of Sardinia, where we visited lots of beautiful anchorages and did lots of things both off and on the boat. We're setting up now to go to La Maddalena, but not before we would stop for a few days at a place called Cagnoni, where we met up with our friends Joe and Celine, and as well Betty and George. So hopefully you'll be able to join us next week when we will show you the footage of our trip to La Maddalena, and that's when we also cross over into Corsica. Hope to see you next week on another adventure of the Great Banana.